Português Live Class. Seja bem-vindo, mas muito bem-vindo or bem-vinda if you are a woman in our Portuguese Live Class. Today we are gonna work on the idea how to reduce words when we are pronouncing Portuguese and to sound like a Brazilian when we are speaking Portuguese. And to tell the truth, we use it a lot every day, and this is the reason maybe you study Portuguese and you don't understand because you are studying the correct grammar, but we Brazilians, we don't respect it. I feel so sorry, but I have to say this. We Brazilians, we don't respect. But let's see what is this reduce words. So in Portuguese, also other languages, we have this idea of reduce words. It's a natural process to decrease the pronunciation. Like the word is there are 10 letters and reduce it for 4. Like in Spanish, instead of they are saying por favor, it's the same word in Portuguese, but I heard them say porfa, but in Portuguese I would say que merda é essa? What shit is it? And me being a Brazilian, I speak Spanish, I didn't understand in the first moment. I have to ask, hey, what is porfa? Porfa. Ah, por favor. And in Portuguese, we have eaten me, my mom, my brother, even my dog, we reduce words in Portuguese. It's a natural process on the language. So let's see one of the most common things. The verb estar, to be. Why? Why, teacher? Because we have the conjugations. Eu estou, você está, ele está. This is the correct conjugation on the grammar, on where you see on the books, where you see on videos. But in a normal conversation, we Brazilians, we don't say eu estou. We use we cut this word, we reduce this word for eu tô. For example, here some examples. Instead of say ele está, he is, we just say ele tá. It's very common. Eu estou, eu tô. And sometimes we don't use the pronouns eu. For example, you ask me, você está em casa? Are you at home? The correct answer I should say, sim, eu estou. Yes, I am. But generally, you just say tô. Tô is the word from estou, and we don't say eu, we just say tô, eu estou, I am. This would be very common for us Brazilians. Another, the other pronouns, eu estou, nós estamos, nós tamo, nós tamo, we are, or we just say tamo, very common for us, but it's very informal, okay? If you are learning to do a test to enter in a Brazilian or Portuguese university, don't use like this. This is very informal and we use a lot, sorry. And the plural, eles estão, they are, eles estão em casa, are they at home? Estão em casa, we would say, are they at home? The correct would be, eles estão em casa, but we say, estão em casa? I know, it's so confusing. And also we reduce those conjugations in the past. For example, instead of say eu estava, I would say tava. For example, normal sentence. Ontem eu estava em casa. Yesterday I was at home. But we would just say tava em casa. I was at home. And also for other pronouns. Você estava, você estava, for example. So let's see some sentences here. Eu estou em casa, I am at home. Eu estou em casa. And remember, generally we don't say the pronoun. We would just say, estou em casa. Pay attention. The correct according to the grammar. Eu estou em casa, I am at home. Eu estou em casa, and sometimes just estou em casa. Next, ele está atrasado. He is late. This is the correct. Ele está, but we would just say ele está atrasado, or just without the pronoun. You ask, hey, onde está ele? Where is he? Tá atrasado. Ele está atrasado. He is late. Tá atrasado. The plural. Eles estavam estudando. Here in the past. They were studying. But, I reduced this word. Estavam estudando. Or, eles estavam, but generally we don't say the pronoun. We just say, estavam estudando. They were studying. So, pay attention. Remember, you don't need to use it, okay? I don't know what is your level. If you are a beginner, intermediate, it's very important for you understand in the first moment when you hear a Brazilian saying this, tô, tava, because maybe it sounds so confusing. After you learning eu estou em casa, you can start saying tô em casa, because if you just learn tô, when you see the correct sentence in a book, or when you hear, or when you watch something with the correct sentence, you will not understand. First, you need to learn the correct idea, the correct sentence according to the grammar, okay? Next, the word você, you. I'm from the south of Brazil. I'm not used to reduce this word like se. But in the north of Brazil, they use it a lot. Instead of say, você está com fome. For example, here we have a good sentence. Onde você está? Where are you? Some Brazilians, they would just say, onde você está? Onde você está? Onde você está? Where are you? Another. Okay, and we also have for the plural, you all. O que vocês estão fazendo? O que vocês estão fazendo? It's not common for me, but for people in the north of Brazil, they use all the time this. They don't say você. They just say, cê. Tá onde cê? Tá onde cê? So, for example, if you have a Brazilian friend, relative, and you want to say, hey, where are you? And you want to sound like a Brazilian, so repeat this. Onde você tá? Onde você tá? Wow, they will see, hey, where did you learn this? Because this is very advanced Portuguese. Next, also very common for us is when the word ends in the letter R or S at the end of the verbs, we always when we are speaking fast, we always cut it. For example, vamos lá. This is the correct translation for let's go. But on our pronunciation, we would just say vamos lá, vamos lá. But the correct vamos lá. For example, I can speak. Eu posso falar, but in a normal conversation, with a Brazilian, I would just say, eu posso falar, eu posso falar. We cut this R and S at the end of the word when we are speaking fast in Brazil. Another examples. Aonde você quer ir? Where do you want to go? Aonde você quer ir? This is the correct, but we would pronounce aonde você quer ir? Aonde você quer ir? Wow, this is very confusing. I know. But remember, if you want to sound more like a Brazilian, this is a good tip. But remember, if you are a beginner, focus on the correct grammar. Aonde você quer ir? After you master it, you go to this, like we Brazilians speak. Aonde você quer ir? Another. Você quer falar algo? Do you want to talk to me? But we would say, você quer falar comigo? Você quer falar comigo? Você quer falar comigo? And we say very fast. Você quer falar comigo? But the correct would be, você quer falar comigo? So remember about those tips. When the word ends in R or S, we cut in very fast. Posso falar, posso falar. Instead of say você, say se. Você gosta? Você gosta. For example. And another, remember the verb estar. Instead of say eu estou, say eu tô. Você está, you are. Você tá, tamo. Is it helpful or not to understand Brazilians? So we are finishing this class. Let me know if you like this class. Give a like here on the video. Also, every week we have videos, live classes here on our YouTube channel. So subscribe on our channel for you don't miss any of our classes, okay? We are teaching grammar, conjugations, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know here on the comments, okay? Another thing, we have an Instagram page that every day we post content there, memes, grammar, and feel free to follow there and you would have a lot of contact in Portuguese. And we are a Brazilian Portuguese online school. We teach, of course, Brazilian Portuguese, and we offer you a free trial class for you see how our lessons are. The link it's here on the description. Click on the link and I wanna see you in a live class with us. You can schedule it according to your availability, a free trial class. I will finish here saying em português, actually. Muito obrigado, espero ver você logo. Thank you a lot, I hope to see you soon, tá? Tchau, tchau!